Hi everyone, Wagger here. Please subscribe to the channel. What I'm going to talk about today, is it worth buying a carbon fibre pole, a good one, okay, more towards the top end than sticking with the fiberglass one, which maybe you started with, and the reasons why. Well, what I'll say is I've got two poles here, well I've got three, I'll come to that, reach it one in a bit, but this one is a gardener's, and I've split it, right, this is a gardener's 35, SLX 35, okay, with an Evolite brush on the end. This one is the Phoenix, I think it's the 18 foot, 20 foot fiberglass, and it's got a gardener's ultralight brush on and some older gubbins here, but I weighed these two brushes and they're almost identical. This is about the lightest brush I could find, to be fair. Okay, so I split this gardener's pole down, okay, to be almost exactly the same length when they're extended, so that's fair as well. Alright, now the difference of course is going to be in the price. There's a big difference in the price, so if you're just starting out and you really can't afford it, you need to get to work, get some money in, okay, so that you can afford something like this. But you're going to have a fairly hard time. You won't notice because you won't be able to compare them probably unless you've got a mate. But what I can tell you now is it's going to be a weight difference. Not an awful lot, but it does make a difference when you're working all the time, every day. But the biggest difference, what you might find, is in the rigidity between a fiberglass and a carbon fibre pole. Okay, so what I'm going to do is extend both these poles to the full extent. Okay, back off a bit. And then we're going to show you the difference in rigidity. And then I'm going to show you what it's like actually working with them. Okay, I know the brushes are touching the ground at the moment, you wouldn't do that. They're going to get dirty now, but I can wash them later. I can feel the difference in the quality of these two straight away as well. Okay. Now what we'll find is these roughly the same length, okay. I think the Phoenix one is only a bit longer because it's got a great big long gooseneck on there, angle adapter I should say. That's just about 4 inches difference. But if you look at these poles now, that's fully extended. Don't forget I've split the Gardner one, that's normally a 35 foot one, and all we've got here is roughly about 18 foot or something, 16, 18 foot. Now when I lift this Phoenix one up, if you have a look down there, you see, it takes a long time before it will come off the ground. Look at the bend in it. If I idle that about, now compared to the Gardner one, it's totally different. It feels different and everything to be able to do that. Okay, the next thing I'm going to do is show you what it's like if you're using one of these fiberglass poles at full extent like this. How difficult it can become. Sometimes you'll need to go across a conservatory like this. Well, it's fair enough this one's a small one, but just say it's a bigger conservatory and it's not possible to stand directly in front of the glass. You're going to have quite a bit of difficulty here. Look at the bend in that. You just haven't got the control and it takes much longer. I can do it. It takes more effort. I can tell you that now, a lot more effort at the end of the day to do this, to do a proper job with a pole like this, okay. I'm finding it very, very hard to keep control of this. You see, and I'm not just putting it on, and that's one of the lightest brushes. That's really quite bad. Say you just want to use the angle here, side to side if you've got one, swivel brush, whichever one you're using, and you want to use it quite quickly. I'll put one section down. Fair enough, you got them down fairly quick, but if you do it too fast it tends to jump off the glass at the end of the stroke. And you want to use this like this, like a lot of people do when they've got these side to sides. It becomes very difficult to do quickly. Okay, and it will jump off onto the bricks, etc. And what I'll do is collapse this one down. We'll have a comparison of the gardener pole, right? Okay, maybe you think it's an unfair comparison, but what I'm really comparing is it worth investing in a proper carbon fibre pole rather than flogging on the fiberglass one? Even if you have to borrow, I can tell you now, it's going to be worth it. The difference is just incredible. And there, straight away, the tops, frames, up and down. Okay, swivel it that way. I can probably do this window in half the time. Okay, I'm not using any water, it's just demo. Okay. See how I can still do that even at that angle, at distance. Now if I drop this down to the other window, do the same we did with the Phoenix pole. I'm not knocking Phoenix, make some good stuff. I love their clamps especially. Okay, now watch this, I can do this in double quick time. Do the sill on that as well. See? I'm not saying you do the sill first, you do it last. Just for a demo to see the difference in speed. Okay, and I'm by no means as agile as some of you young guys out there, but I can still do it, but only because of this. It makes such a difference, you know. So if you want to get ahead, earn more money, do it quicker, less effort, it just has to be a carbon fibre pole. So subscribe to the channel. Job done.